Aaron, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I'm doing okay too. Thanks for asking. So, I think this level is going to be interesting. So, let's get it started. It's a long way down. Would not want to be up here. Yes, I do. I like that series a lot. I tend to like the newer games, though, versus the classic ones on PlayStation 1. I did like the first two games on PlayStation 1. But I really like the PlayStation 4 Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider the best.
That bridge looks unstable.
Better let me try it first. Watch out! You okay?
I'm fine.
I wouldn't want to insult anyone with the snowman I'm capable of building.
It's crazy.
Go ahead.
Don't do it up here. Machu Picchu is halfway around the globe.
Let's get it and get out of here.
I remember when my nieces were obsessed with Frozen. It was on in their house all the time.
When I went climbing in the Alps, the weather was nothing like
Yeah, I
this.
remember watching that as a kid. I got upset when he melted.
We're not here to enjoy the view anyway.
We didn't get that much snow, so a lot of the times I built a snowman. It'd have like rocks and grass mixed in with the snow.
Charles, what if we're wrong? What if the stone is not here?
I don't think we are wrong.
Yeah. My sister's pretty strict about what they watch, so they don't have as much variety as maybe I did when I was growing up.
Ship!
Good. Then I'm not crazy.
It's cool. I don't remember offhand either.
End up here.
Let me
Get a
double
closer
check.
look.
PlayStation cuts some of the messages off sometimes. Yeah, I don't know either. I remember one time it snowed like 4 feet and it was like this. I felt exhausted after like just leaving my yard.
I'm trying
explanation.
Oh, like Five Nights at Freddy's? That's what it kind of sounds like.
It looks like...
Nazi battleship? Yep.
That would be terrifying to come across, just chilling on a mountain like that. Just gonna walk in your trail. Wait, I don't have to work as hard.
Do you think bosses man beat us here?
Let's hope not.
This was me, all I could think about is when do we leave? And even that would be scary because we'd have to be rappelling down.
Massive. How are we? Look! There's a hole!
I see it. Stone's gotta be inside that ship.
I need a hand to get up.
You alright?
I don't remember that game, maybe I haven't seen it. Sounds interesting though, I might look it up later.
We made it.
Yeah.
This is creepy.
Good thing I'm wearing gloves. This thing would probably stick to my hand. So cold. Oh, Ender Lilies. I'm thinking of a 3D game, that's why it was throwing me off. Because you play as like a little girl or something in that game. So saying like a groundhog, it was throwing me off. That game's really cool. I would like to go back to it at some point. It reminds me of the older Castlevania games. Mixed with a hint of Dark Souls, because it has that stamina meter.
Handwheel's missing.
It has to be here somewhere.
Oh, yeah, you had guys that like would help with your attacks, but you mainly played as like that girl, and then you push other buttons, and then the other things you would acquire would attack for you. They actually have a sequel of the game. I haven't played it yet. The weather's actually nice here. It's like 80 degrees. It's a little bit warm. The pollen's high, but the actual weather's kind of nice and sunny.
Well, whatever botched experiment the Nazis were up to, they certainly weren't prepared for this.
mean they didn't know how to handle it?
Hand it over.
Careful, that handle's frozen. It's probably gonna be
That's
brittle.
enough.
Remember, I had a metal cap gun and I was breaking ice with it, and it just like broke in half after it got cold enough.
Yeah, by the looks of it.
Because that's the stupid things kids do sometimes when it's sleeting outside and they're off from school. That was me.
Why would anyone remove the wheel?
I don't know. Maybe it broke off when he was trying to get in.
They look like they've seen better days.
Look, another dead Nazi.
They didn't stand a chance.
I almost feel sorry for them. Almost.
They look like they're in agony versus just falling asleep how you would normally do if you would freeze to death. My grandfather started to freeze. He said it was like you just get really tired, like you want to really go to sleep. I might go back to it later, but I'd like finished it not too long ago. But there should be some God of War videos on my channel. Ragnarok and the first one with the sun. That's just titled God of War. I finished both games around the time Ragnarok came out, because I figured it was long overdue. Plus, my mother actually got me God of War Ragnarok for Christmas that year.
Take forever to search the whole ship.
We should start by trying to find the captain. I'll get this out of the way.
Yeah, those are really good games.
Tina,
I'm curious if it takes place in Egypt, what's it going to be
can't
like?
hold this for long.
That's where I heard the next game's going to be taking place in. Or Egyptian mythology, to be more accurate. Sub-Zero wasn't born yet, thankfully. Maybe one of his ancestors.
I hate that sound.
Was he part of like the Lin Kuei or whatever? I get him and Scorpion's clan confused.
Well, we may have a head start, but Gans and his men will be here sooner or later. Gotta find the stone and get off this ship.
Laura?
Yeah. My dad used to really like Hubert in the arcade, and I played Pitfall. I don't know if I played it on the Atari, but I've definitely played ports of it. And also played like a lot of the remakes too.
I need to know what the hell happened here.
And I will help you.
I actually have a PS4 version of Qbert. like on my library that they gave for free one of the months, but I haven't really played it that much. I don't know if it's any good or not compared to the original. I have a feeling the original might be on it. Usually those remakes have the original included.
What did you find?
Perhaps another clue from your sister that can help us.
Yeah, especially if you grew up and watched it evolve. Based on when you said you were born, like you saw a lot of the evolution too. I think now graphics don't improve as much as they did like when we were growing up. There's just smaller improvements, but like when we were young, every system looked a lot different from the previous one graphics wise.
Come on, girl.
It's just that everything's looks so good now, it's becoming harder to tell the difference.
Fold the earth by speaking the word. Fold the earth, I mean. Gina. They've broken through.
Whoever worked on the soundtrack to this game did a really good job of emulating John Williams' score, where it sounds supernatural. It doesn't sound like somebody just trying to sound like John Williams. It sounds like John Williams actually worked on it. Yeah. This dude's gonna... Yep, he was gonna hit me with that shotgun. You need to not use the whip and just use a pipe. No, I won't. Dang it. I need to get that pipe before I get hit with that shotgun. It's like a one-hit kill. Yeah, Pat Benatar. I just gotta get a weapon. These guys are just really tough to fight with your fists. And they got that shotgun. And they'll aim it at you at point blank range if you're not careful. Now I can just use this as a melee weapon. Wonder if I can, since we're not out in the open, maybe using the gun doesn't have much effect.
Why she was here on this dumb ship.
Finally, yeah.
We're gonna find out.
I just gotta make sure I'm stocked up on, like, pipes or something.
Come on, let's keep going.
Those guys are kind of overpowered a little bit. It's a big shadow.
Must be where the Morse code was sent from.
What was that? I hear Nazis in there.
Yeah. Because they probably are in there.
Das sind die Koordinaten. Viel Zeit haben wir nicht. Hört nur, wie das Schiff echt.
Yeah. I used to love it, but I'm not very good at it. Ben plays Punch-Out a lot. He's really good at it.
Die sind alle erfroren.
He was playing the Wii version. That version looks really cool. I'd like to play more of that one.
Sucht überall. Muss hier sein.
I'm trying to aim that gun. You shouldn't have to. Yeah, I bet that's a lot of fun. Maybe I shouldn't have fired that gun. I didn't realize there was that many dudes. We need to do this the quiet way.
Die sind ja aktiv geworden.
Alle sind gefroren.
Was ist denn mit Guns los? Was meinst du? Tut so, als wäre
This game doesn't really want you to use weapons at all.
wir sind wegen des Steins hier. Nur deswegen. Vorsicht.
Okay, that's one down. Alright, let me get a bat. I don't want to fire a gun and alert every single soldier on this boat like I did last time. I thought maybe because this wasn't a base, there wasn't a lot of soldiers. I was wrong.
All diese Soldaten. Das ist seltsam.
I try not to use a firearm unless the game specifically wants you to.
So kalt hier oben.
Did she already attack that dude? I don't have a bat. Anything. I need to scavenge something. There we go.
Alle tot.
Yeah. Basically using this rifle as a bat. Just recycle the guns and not use them the way they're designed to be used.
Sucht einfach weiter. Der Stein ist irgendwo hier. Keine Hektik.
I hear somebody nearby. I can't really pinpoint where they are. Yeah, this game was in development for a while. Like even before like Microsoft bought out Bethesda, so there was a PlayStation 5 version of this game being in the works before they released the Xbox exclusive one. Now it's a time exclusive. But yeah, they were working on it for years. So like the time really shows. I hope if they make a sequel, it doesn't take as long now that they have the foundation down. But if they take their time and it's a good game, it'll be worth it. So far, I think this story is actually stronger than the last two films that came out.
Ganzer Stolz der Marine. Und jetzt?
I don't think anything will compare to the first three.
Die müssen die Steine
But I'm happy to be wrong if they ever get to that point.
Sie dafür ein solches Schiff opfern. Keine Hektik.
Alright, what do you got? Please, not a pistol. I need that gun. Oddly enough, the whip doesn't alert anyone unless they're nearby, even though that breaks the sound barrier.
Die sind alle erfroren.
The ship almost looks like something from a Resident Evil game.
Never seen an anchor chain this close before.
This big chain is in the way.
Wait here. I'll take care of it.
Perfect. Just one more.
Alright, we're not getting through there. Too bad I can't pick that up and use it. There we go.
They'd never believe me if I told them where I found it.
They probably wouldn't. Alright, where's that little anchor to climb up on? Okay, I see. I'm gonna go a little bit lower and go here. I guess that's not gonna work.
Better keep looking.
Okay, I gotta break that chain. I think I'm thinking too much about this part.
Must be more to it.
There is, we just need to break the chain. I just gotta get to it. Ouch. Well, this is the one we needed. No big deal.
Watch out! You okay?
I'm fine. Let's get moving.
Alright, let's get to that ladder. Hopefully everything's clear now. Okay, feel free to go whenever you feel like it.
Don't go down!
I'll try!
I'll try my best, yeah.
Be careful!
Your turn! You can do it!
We made it. Let's keep going.
Stein muss hier sein.
I hear voices above us.
No kidding.
Haben wir nicht. Hört nur, wie das Schiff ächzt. Schön vorsichtig.
Nazi.
Noch ein gefrorener Soldat. Die sind ja tiefgefroren.
Don't let them see you.
Okay.
Schon wieder. Es ist so kalt. Keine Sorge.
No, we want the bigger gun.
Dad, look at this way. There. A Nazi.
Ja, denn doch! Du bist ein fieser Schütze. Mann am Boden! Nein, Dreck! Da bist du ja! Ich muss dir drücken! Nimm die Waffe runter! Hey, da bist du! Du hättest jemand treffen können! Das war knapp!
Why are you gonna make me do this all over again? This is why you should be patient.
Schön vorsichtig.
These stealth attacks are way more effective than trying to fist fight them. Come on, dude, turn the other way.
Die hatten keine Chance. Sie sind tot. Was ist denn hier los? Wer ist da drüben?
All right, what are we taking a picture of? Anti-air gun. Oh, it's a lifeboat in the background. Got it. Hey, Matt, what's up? How are you doing today? You feeling any better?
Sucht überall. Er muss hier sein.
Get down before you're seen.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm grown. At least I pretend to be.
Nicht so laut.
Look,
Zeig dich.
Yeah, the bones hurting are
Wir sind
rough.
wegen des Steins hier. Nur deswegen.
you're gonna get caught.
Oh. He was just flailing. I thought he was still attacking.
Was zur? Da stimmt was nicht. Was das wohl war?
All right, which way? Which way? He's glistening.
There, a Nazi.
Yeah, the cuts aren't even that powerful. So yeah, it really encourages you not to use them only as a last resort.
Besser aufpassen.
Mirror's Edge was kind of like that, but not everybody got into that game. I love the Mirror's Edge games. It made me sad that the second one didn't do as well. I don't even think the second one had guns you could use in it, but the first one did. But you only use them as like a last resort. Yeah, that was the first one I remember being like that too. And like the very, very first game I ever remembered was back in the day I was watching X Play and I used to get video game magazines. I didn't play it until they had like the third game on Xbox, but the Thief games I feel like kind of started this. And also the original Hitman, like, and then over time I think the genres kind of like blended together to form specific games. Some are more stricter with stealth than others. Yeah, there's another game like that I'm trying to think of that I played.
Your sister's expertise in Adamic was a crucial part of the experiment.
In what way? I don't understand.
In a way,
I'm not sure.
Sniper Elite's kind of like that with the non-rifle guns. At least the older games. Maybe that's what I was thinking about. Like when you find weapons, there's rarely any ammo inside the clips. Even though it's a shooting game, it encourages stealth a lot. Still need to play the Resistance game, but I'm gonna wait because it just looks like DLC for 5. I still haven't finished 5, which I feel bad about. I loved 4 though. I finished that one. I just finished the first level in 5, which was cool. It was fairly large level too compared to the other levels in the other games.
It's Mayan, not Incan. I'll have to study it more when I get back to the college.
Alright, we gotta get up somehow. I guess this is the
Maybe I
way.
will never understand why Laura was here.
What's the Mandalorian say?
But at least I can try to stop Boss from getting the stone.
Well, this is a settling site.
Nazis. But which one is the captain?
JOGM, got it.
These are his officers.
Has to be something here.
Captain locked himself in a safe room behind that door, with the stone.
Okay, let's open it.
Well, first we need to find the right combination.
Okay, so what is this? Yeah, because like if you ever had one that uses fuel, they literally like evaporate even if you don't use them. You have to refill them. So this one should go first. The second. I think that's a G. Yep. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Okay. Okay. So we have these codes. We got ATIY, JOGM, and BLUT. What is there? Any of these on here? Yep. 3666. Got it.
Well, that wasn't too hard.
Let's see what's inside.
Usually there's
Alright, did I miss anything
houses from the
else?
safe room to the conning tower.
That looks like something useful, yet it doesn't highlight. What are we taking a picture of? The code machine? I don't want your stinking hints. She'll take this
Must
sketch
be the statue they found in
and
Machu
scrapbook
Picchu.
it.
The stone would have been hidden inside.
All of this for a stone.
Are you left just standing there contemplating life? Come on, let's go.
Come on.
What's that in his hand?
I think we found it.
Not a cutscene. I was wondering why that was glowing. It was framed just like one.
What does it say?
I'm not quite sure. It's hard to tell. Maybe Earth something. Fingers. What was that?
Nazi. We'd better hide. Jones!
Right there.
This was one of the first gameplay trailers I remember seeing. Or gameplay videos, it wasn't really like a trailer. It was like half of a trailer, and then half of it was like this part. Although it seems like this scene has changed over time before they actually released it.
Hey, du! Ciao.
Not to mention, they have like a pretty amazing catalog of games they worked on, including the Fear series. I don't know why they never made more games, or at least rebooted it. That series had so much potential.
I am surprised, Dr. Jones. Voss told me you were dead.
Oh, yeah? I wonder what else he lied to you about.
Hands behind your head.
I feel like they could probably find a way around it, just don't call it that system. It's so funny you mentioned like the Nemesis system. I was actually like reading about it, thinking about at some point revisiting those Shadows of War and Mordor games. They were really fun.
You American rat.
Stone? What's stone?
Yeah,
Ever heard of Höhenangst?
they should have given that game to Rocksteady and let someone else work on Suicide Squad. I feel like that would have been a project better suited for them.
And I have it. And still, I endured this dreadful mountain even if my mind was screaming every step of the way. Because of a concept you narrow-minded Americans will never understand! Oh!
Well, please.
I would love it if one day they make a video game version of like Batman, the Dark Knight Returns comics, the Frank Miller ones. That'd be so dope with that tank Batmobile and the mutants.
Now what of the American? What is his duty? His Lebensinhalt? His purpose? Huh? What is it? Hamburgers and picture shows? You have no history, no nation, no leader. What you have is your stupid American cartoons. Choo-choo, choo-choo. Ha 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 ha. You laugh and dance, celebrating your own idiocy and
I've
drinking the piss
never
you
had
call
that
beer.
experience watching Steamboat Willie. I kind of feel like I missed out that I
So
didn't.
fire for the devoted men of the Reich. Overcome any fear to build a kingdom lasting 1,000 years. When you have devotion, you can withstand anything. It makes me invincible.
Well, congratulations.
Give me that stone. Now!
Can't give you what I don't have.
I shall search your corpse to make sure.
Please wait. I have the stone. I have it.
I mean, I could see like the Woman formula fitting into the Arkham type of formula fairly easily.
Bitte.
Nice, GB. Everything okay?
Gina.
I bet you do. Usually takes about a day. Feel like when it finally starts to wear off. Maybe late night. Yeah, that's normal though. Hopefully everything will be alright with that stuff. Yeah, usually after surgery I get home and take a gigantic nap because I still feel out of it. Yeah, they'd probably tell you that regardless. Let's be real.
We gotta get out of here.
They're probably just telling you everything, but it's done. They'll check it out. You'll know. But it sounds like everything's alright. Yeah, those are hard on your system. I remember when I was having issues, they gave me a gigantic list of things that I can have and can't have. I didn't think it would be. It's just the anesthesia part's always scary. And then of course, like waiting for it to see if everything's okay. But the actual procedure itself, I felt like would be fairly painless. Yeah. Yeah, they usually make sure, like I usually have somebody to drive me home or they won't do it. Do it as far as any kind of thing where I need like anesthesia of any type, even if it's like light anesthesia versus general. Yeah, they usually won't do it unless you actually have the person with you. At least here, that's how it is. I guess this is okay. Oh man, hopefully everything will be okay. Sometimes that shit causes nausea every once in a while. But if you were able to eat it, I'm sure it's not that bad. Start not feeling good, burn one of those eucalyptus incense. They help with nausea.
Shove off! Don't! Come on!
But for how long, though? Yeah, it might help, and then the next time it might be better. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything right now. I just know how I feel after anesthesia. I don't do well with it. All I want to do is go to bed and sleep most of the day.
What if it was a stone?
Yeah, I still don't know how I feel about the first person. I kind of want to see his reactions all the time. I think that's why I like the cutscene so much. It's one thing I like about Uncharted, that's in third person. Yeah, you might feel better tonight. You might just need to take a nap or something, let the rest wear off. Like if I have it in the morning, I'm usually good by around like late night time. Yeah, those are like infinitely rewatchable to me. I used to have like the box set on VHS and I'd just go through Raiders, Temple, Last Crusade, and then repeat. Wow, the first time, I'm jealous. I remember the first time we saw it. It was like right when it came out on video, and my dad randomly brought it home. I didn't even know there was a new Indiana Jones movie because we didn't have the internet or anything. The only way I would know if there was a commercial on TV. That was a big year for movies, 1989. Batman came out, Ghostbusters 2 came out, Back to the Future Part 2, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Yeah, Last Crusade was really supposed to be like the actual ending. That's kind of why they ride off out in the sunset at the end of the movie.
There's a stone.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in his upper 40s around that time. He does look a little bit different. No. It looks like him during like the Patriot game movies and stuff like that. Yeah, he looks a little bit different. Yeah. Both great films. I actually had the Criterion version of Do the Right Thing. It actually comes with a production journal written by Spike Lee, which is really cool. So you actually could read his journal throughout the whole film. It came with a physical book. Oh, Little Mermaid, I believe, came out that year too.
Jones! I found the stone.
Man, I bet the theaters are like making bank that year. I bet a movie theater today couldn't dream about making that kind of money.
You gotta get out of here.
One thing you can tell beside him looking a little bit older, just his outfit's a little bit different. He wears like a necktie with his jacket in Last Crusade for some reason.
Something about that stone.
But how could a stone...
I don't know.
There was
obviously
Crystal
very
Skull and Dial of Destiny, which I don't hate, but they're not anywhere the quality of the first three
I
films.
think I see a way out.
But I'm gonna be biased because like Raiders is probably my second favorite film of all time.
We are in the middle of a war zone. Where are we?
Shanghai! And those are Japanese.
Mio Dio. This is really, really, really bad.
Yeah, you think?
You think so?
Starting to say similar things here.
We gotta get off the streets! Get your head down!
We have to get away from here, Jones.
What, no sightseeing?
Europe is already a powder keg. If this conflict spreads, it could spark another world war.
Just focus on not dying.
Hindsight's 2020. That's a very Indiana Jones thing. Just had the door fall down like that after it was locked.
Come on!
Why'd you have to do that?
Where to now?
Looks like we have to climb.
Yeah. It truly was.
What are we doing, Jones?
Trying to find a way out. Jeez.
Wait. Come look at this.
I'll read that later.
Intrigued.
Come over here. It's a plane. I can fly that thing.
You
Yeah.
can fly?
Not to mention other things going on at that time as well.
That wasn't an answer.
I need to check if the engine works first.
All right, I guess we have a plan.
Yeah. Next level, like, Indiana Jones is gonna be like Enter the Dragon.
I have my moments.
It'd be cool if you could see like Club Obi-Wan in one of these areas. Maybe it's in the background somewhere.
We can jump over there.
I feel like they go to Shanghai a lot, like between Temple of Doom. I believe that was in Shanghai. And then they have the Staff of Kings, Emperor's Tomb, now this game.
Let's keep moving.
We need to get to the other side.
Okay.
Easier said than done. Follow me.
Are you okay? Are you all right, Jones?
Time of my life.
Will this be on the quiz later, GB? Yeah,
You made it.
I'll be honest, they probably didn't even have a fraction of the budget Naughty Dog did. I'm sure if they had unlimited time and resources, it would be different. Nice. Alright, let's not try to accidentally fall and get impaled here. I cannot believe that's not making like the Millennium Falcon sound that it makes when hyperdrive doesn't work.
Bring that tail up for you.
Where it's like, I can't do a good impression, but usually the planes in Indiana Jones usually sound like that. On most Lucasfilm things.
I'm trying. I don't want you to die.
I don't either.
There's like little moments like that where he looks at his whip or grins, or when he grabs something, he kind of smirks. It's like stuff that you don't see if you're in first person, that you do see in the cutscenes that I really appreciate. I would like them to try third person in the next game if they can,
Something tells me these guys aren't friendly.
or at least have it as an option. Did you switch it to the 30 mode? It's a good game. I mean, that's why people played it. You just gotta find the mode that works best for you. It just feels weird going from system to system, because the frame rate really does make a difference of how it feels. If I ever play it and you're watching, I'll show you how to switch it. You just pick high quality or fidelity mode, like resolution and RT, whatever the best mode is.
Lao Te will be happy. An old friend.
But yeah, that game's really fun to go back and replay once in a while. I don't care if everybody plays it all the time. I don't play GTA Online, but I really enjoy playing the campaign and the side quests and stuff and driving around. No, and just go in the options in the game under visuals, the graphic settings, like where you usually adjust brightness and whatnot.
Thanks for the advice.
After this level, I'll stop the game, and if you're still watching, I'll switch to GTA 5 and show you real quick. This level's almost done. Yeah.
Out of my way, pal.
I like the little dog vision that GTA 5 has. There's a little app on your phone that was like a virtual pet on the PlayStation 3 version, where you could like feed them and stuff.
I'm trying.
Yeah, they even like make it look like where you can't see all the colors. It's always funny when Franklin complains about the massive dump that he makes. Yeah, that's why I usually take like breaks, but every time I wait a few years to replay it, I always enjoy it.
Get your hair with this.
It holds up really well. I really don't worry about GTA 6 being good at all just because of GTA 5. I can't imagine them screwing that up, especially with the amount of time they worked on it.
Here.
I mean, it's still possible, but I'm pretty confident it'll be good. I'm really looking forward to it. Besides this game, GTA 6 was the one I was looking forward to play the most. Yeah, I was watching you play the yacht level a little bit. I was seeing if you went, I was trying to see like if you went to the options and changed it to like the 30 frames. Yeah. Especially if you're playing at 60, the controls are so much more sensitive. After this cutscene, I'll put on GTA 5.
See what happens.
It'll get to the part where you can play again, and I'll show you how to change the
Doesn't
options.
end well.
No.
Look, I can drop you off at the nearest harbor. Maybe you can catch a boat to Italy.
I'm not going anywhere, Jones.
Also, when you switch it to that mode, the graphics are a lot better because it's going to be at native 4K, and you're going to get ray trace reflections on it, everything. Like, you can see yourself reflected on your car, on the windows, on the storefront. Like, the other modes don't have that.
Boss has already taken.
Not a chance. None of the relics in the Vatican treasure chamber came from Sukhothai. It's got to be there.
What are we waiting for then?
Yeah. It'll run at, like, what I consider a more playable frame rate for that game.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you.
I'm sure other people will argue with me. I just don't think GTA 5 plays well at 60, because that's not what it was designed to play on.
Might have a little trouble with the landing, that's all. We should talk to the locals.
Yes, but we have to earn their trust. I don't think the people here are very happy with all this fascisty around.
Oh, you know I'm starving. Here's all I got left. Do you want some?
Yes, please.
Oh, hey, fella. It's like you could do this more than I could.
It's a fact now. Indiana Jones likes cats.
Jungle at night is not a very good idea.
That looks like an hotel. I'll get us rooms.
All right. Hey, just
The remaster, unless it looks different in person, I really have to squint.
how about you? Think they got a phone in that place?
I'm kind of annoyed how everybody ignored it when it first came out. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the color scheme, because I saw like a side by side and I was looking at it, and at some parts I thought I was looking at the remaster, and it was literally like the PS4 version. I was like, oh wow, I think I might like the aesthetic of the PS4 version. Yeah, all right. Now that both of my games are caught up, I'm going to stop here for now. I'm going to switch games. If you don't want to follow the stream after this, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to talk to you on the next one. For all those that'll follow me to the next stream, I'll see you soon. Okay, bye. All right, Matt, have a good one. Okay, GB, I'll see you soon.